Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. What is the Islamic ruling on celebrating birthdays? What is the Islamic ruling on celebrating birthdays? So what is meant by celebrating, right? Is celebrating an action or is celebrating a feeling? Somebody could say, I'm celebrating my birthday today, but in essence, they woke up that morning, they did nothing. When I say nothing, they didn't do anything special. They woke up, they had breakfast, they went to work, they spoke to a couple of people, everybody spoke, oh, happy birthday, okay, shukran, What does it mean that they're celebrating their birthday? Is marking it on the calendar a celebration? Is eating cake on that day a celebration? Is making a dua for the person's blessings, for the person's protection and afiyah a celebration? And once you've sort of defined what it means to celebrate, then we can have a discussion about the ruling pertaining to those actions. So eating cake on a particular day because you want to give charity to your family and call them together to make a dua for you, is that impermissible? No, that's completely permissible. So again, it's not like there's a blanket ruling for a particular day, or just there's a blanket ruling for can I hold a particular day in the year as a significant day for me, and people wish me good luck, or not good luck, but rather wish me blessings and good health and so forth on that day. Is there a problem with that? No, there's no problem with that. You may do that, right? What's important in relation to these discussions is to be able to get into the details, because that's where things really matter. To make blanket rulings and blanket statements and say birthdays are haram. Like, yeah, akhi, what do you mean birthdays are haram? Birthdays it's not an action, right? A hukam, right, applies to an action. What is the definition of a hukam? When you learn usul al-fiqh, you learn a hukam is خطاب الله تعالى المتعلق بأفعال المكلفين إما اقتضاء أو تخييرا أو وضعا. Ahkam is the rulings that are connected with the actions of the duty bound. So a thing cannot be haram. I can't say, look, this mouse is haram. How can the mouse be haram? What do you mean? Buying the mouse, hitting somebody with the mouse, stealing the mouse, using the mouse? An action takes the ruling, not the thing itself. So when you say birthdays are haram, what do you mean thereby? That's the first point. The second point is, what we need to ensure is that we do not imitate cultures and practices that are exclusively or especially identifiable as the cultures of other religions, right? I don't know if this is a good example because I don't quite understand the culture, but in some traditions, they have this culture where they break the plates. I don't know which culture it is. Don't judge me for that. And I don't know why they do it. But let's say that this has a specific connection to a particular religion. If that is the case, and a Muslim now decides, well, I want to celebrate my birthday, they do that on their birthday, so let me do this as well, that would be problematic, right? Because that would be imitating the non-believers. But beyond that, to do something somewhat special, as long as what you do is a good practice by itself, then there shouldn't be an issue with doing so on a day that you call your birthday. And I'm saying it's a day that you call your birthday because most people in the Western world or the non-Arab world would connect their birthdays to the Gregorian calendar. And yet everything of spiritual significance in their life is connected to the lunar Islamic calendar. So technically, if we want to be consistent, then we should connect our birthdays also with the Islamic calendar. Like the 12th of the Rabiul Awwal in the traditional Muslim world is known to be a day that is celebrating the celebration of the birth of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's another topic of so much ikhtilaf. So I'm not commenting on that right now. That's not the question. But our own birthdays, we generally don't, have the Islamic calendar. And I think we should. If you're going to do that, if you're going to celebrate it, then you should instead use the lunar or Islamic calendar for several reasons. And Allah knows best. One of the most important reasons is the Shar'i implications, right? The legal implications. When a woman gets divorced, it's the lunar calendar that matters. When somebody passes away, if you want to know, when they passed away, you look at the lunar calendar. When a child becomes mukallaf, right? If they don't become mukallaf through the emission of sexual fluid, but rather because of the age of 15, it's 15 lunar years, right? When a child reaches the age of discrimination, which generally is about 6 or 7, then that is calculated in lunar years. If you want to know when you reach the age of maturity, as the Quran says, حَتَّى إِذَا بَلَغَ أَشُدَّهُ وَبَلَغَ أَرْبَعِينَ سَنَةً, reaching the age of 40, that's according to the lunar calendar. So some people still think they're in their 30s, while Islamically they are in their 40s already. So that's another consideration there, and Allah knows best. So that's really the issue with birthdays. We have some precedent by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that at least we know there's an acknowledgement of the day that he was born. When he was asked why he fasts on a Monday, among the reasons that he offered sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the fact that he was born on a Monday. So that would be enough to just at least show us that there's an acknowledgement of the day, and Allah knows best.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.